So, in Formula One, the term team orders can sometimes stir controversy and heated debate among fans, teams and drivers alike. Such a moment that etched itself into F1 history occurred within the Scuderia Ferrari team, involving the legendary Michael Schumacher and his teammates Felipe Massa and Rubens Barrichello. It was the 2002 Austrian Grand Prix, and the circumstances were unique. Michael Schumacher, already a multiple-time world champion, was dominating the season. He was on the brink of securing yet another title for himself and Scuderia Ferrari. His teammate, Rubens Barrichello, had been performing exceptionally well throughout the season, and it seemed as though he was on the cusp of a well-deserved victory. As the race in Austria played out, it became apparent that Barrichello had a significant lead over Schumacher. The Brazilian driver was poised to take the checkered flag and claim the top step of the podium. It was a moment that would have celebrated not only Barrichello's skill, but also the principles of fair competition. However, in the world of Formula One, where team interests sometimes take precedence, a dramatic twist was about to unfold. In the closing stages of the race, Ferrari made a decision that would go down in F1 history and continue to spark debates. The team issued a direct order for Barrichello to allow Schumacher to overtake and claim the race win. In a stunning display of obedience and team loyalty, Barrichello reluctantly yielded to the team's directive, allowing Schumacher to snatch the victory from his grasp. It was a moment that left fans both awestruck and divided, highlighting the complexities of team dynamics and the sacrifices sometimes made for the greater cause. In this case, Schumacher's championship campaign. The decision in Austria that day had significant repercussions, sparking discussions on the ethics of team orders in Formula One. It led to the FIA introducing regulations to curtail the use of team orders as fans and competitors alike grappled with the implications of sacrificing one driver's triumph for the benefit of another. The sacrifice of Felipe Massa in the 2010 German Grand Prix was another chapter in the history of Ferrari's team orders. In a race that held immense significance for Massa, as it was his home Grand Prix, team orders again came into play. Massa was leading the race, and it appeared that he was on course for an emotional victory in front of his home crowd. However, Ferrari, with their eyes on the championship, made a pivotal decision. The team ordered Massa to let his teammate, Fernando Alonso, pass him and take the lead. It was a moment of immense disappointment for Massa and his fans, but a strategic move aimed at bolstering Alonso's champion prospects. The sacrifices made by drivers like Massa and Barrichello shed light on the delicate balance between individual ambitions and team objectives in Formula One. While the decisions may be controversial and emotionally charged, they underscore the unwavering commitment of teams and drivers to secure success in the world's most prestigious motorsport. At the 2023 Singapore Grand Prix, another strategic sacrifice unfolded, showcasing the intricate dance of team politics and race strategies in Formula One. While Carlos Sainz secured a remarkable victory for Ferrari, it wasn't just his exceptional driving that played a pivotal role. It was also a sacrifice made by his teammate Charles Leclerc. Carlos Sainz took the spotlight with a poised and strategic victory, becoming the first non-Red Bull winner of the season. From the pole position, he was faced with the challenge of managing a car that tended to suffer more tyre degradation than his rivals, Mercedes and McLaren. To secure the win, Sainz adopted a unique approach, winning at the slowest possible speed. This tactic wasn't about thrilling speed, but rather about preserving his tyres and keeping the field closely packed behind him. Sainz knew that by maintaining a controlled pace, he could prevent his rivals from making a successful undercut attempt during pit stops. Charles Leclerc played a crucial supporting role following the team's pre-race plan. Leclerc understood that, given the circumstances, this race was likely only winnable for Ferrari if their strategies could be combined. Despite his ambitions to lead, Leclerc recognised his qualifying performance had placed him in a supporting role. He willingly embraced the team plan, which included starting on softer tyres to gain an initial advantage over rivals on mediums. With Sainz in the lead, Ferrari controlled the pace, using Leclerc to keep their rivals at bay. Running 1-2, they aimed to pull out the necessary gap for Sainz to make a pit stop without being threatened by others. However, a safety car disrupted the plan, forcing Leclerc to stack up behind Sainz during the pit stops. Leclerc played his part despite the setback and issues with his car's engine temperature. The race was a testament to teamwork and strategic sacrifices in Formula One. It showcased how a well-coordinated approach with both drivers executing their roles to perfection could lead to victory. Sainz even cleverly allowed Lando Norris to get within DRS range in the late stages, acting as a buffer to fend off the attacking Mercedes drivers on fresher tyres. The 2023 Dutch Grand Prix also witnessed an intriguing strategic move by Red Bull Racing, one that involved a sacrifice to secure a team advantage. Sergio Perez, eager to redeem himself after a challenging run of races, found himself in a situation that would ultimately benefit his teammate Max Verstappen. Perez's recent struggles to match Verstappen's performance had been a source of concern for Red Bull. To gain an edge in the race, Red Bull made a strategic decision that played a crucial role in the outcome. Team principal Christian Horner later shed light on their choice to pit Verstappen first, performing what is known as the undercut over Sergio Perez. Although this decision favoured Verstappen, Perez maintained a composed stance, expressing his understanding of the team's call. He acknowledged that the team had access to more information and reasoned that there must have been a valid motive behind the decision. In his post-race interview, Perez remarked, "I think that, in those scenarios, the team just has more information than we do at the time. So it's something we obviously will review during the post-race meeting, and I'm sure there's a reason behind it." The strategic move paid off in terms of maintaining Red Bull's first and second positions. Horner explained the rationale behind the decision, emphasising that if they hadn't pitted Verstappen first, they risked losing their team's 1-2 position. This calculated move helped Red Bull secure a strong team result, with Max Verstappen leading the charge. The race wasn't without its challenges, as changing weather conditions added an extra layer of complexity to the strategic decisions. The Red Bull team had to stay alert and make quick decisions, especially considering the unpredictable weather radar. In his post-race interview, Christian Horner detailed his decision to call Verstappen for his first pit stop early, citing deteriorating weather conditions as a key factor. Verstappen also acknowledged the complexity of the race, with changing weather patterns requiring constant adjustments. While he recognised that some mistakes were made, he saw them as contributing to the overall excitement and unpredictability of the race. Ultimately, the sacrifice made by Perez in favour of Verstappen played a strategic role in Red Bull's success at the Dutch Grand Prix. And now let's wind up today's video with the 2019 Belgian Grand Prix that witnessed an act of selflessness in the world of Formula One, as Sebastian Vettel, driving for Ferrari, made a strategic sacrifice to benefit his teammate Charles Leclerc. Starting from an all-Ferrari front row, Vettel found himself in second place after briefly losing out to Lewis Hamilton, but later regaining it. As the race unfolded, it became evident that Vettel was unable to manage his tyres effectively, making it impossible for him to complete the race after his scheduled pit stop. Recognising the team's goal of securing a victory for Leclerc, Vettel made a selfless decision to support his younger teammate. Vettel openly acknowledged his tyre struggles during the race, stating, "I was struggling to feel the grip to stay on top of the tyres. I was sliding too much. It was quite a tough race for me." Understanding that he wouldn't be able to finish the race strongly, Vettel shifted his focus to assisting his team's objective. His role in this team strategy involved holding up Lewis Hamilton, a strong competitor, for a critical number of laps. By doing so, Vettel aimed to create a gap that would allow Leclerc to defend his position more effectively. Vettel explained his role after the race, saying, "After the first couple of laps, I felt I was not able to look after the tyres in the way I would like. And from that point onwards, I was just there to try and help the team, which I did." Vettel was fully aware of the significance of his role in those crucial laps. He knew that he couldn't hold off Hamilton for an extended period, but he aimed to delay Hamilton's charge and give Charles Leclerc the cushion he needed to secure the victory. Vettel's efforts ultimately paid off as Leclerc held on to win the race, securing his first victory in Formula One. This selfless act by Sebastian Vettel exemplified the team dynamics and strategic decisions often seen in Formula One, where drivers are willing to sacrifice their own races to benefit their team and teammates. Whether celebrated or criticised, these instances of sacrifice remain an integral part of Formula One's history, adding layers of drama and intrigue to a sport where every move and order carries profound consequences. They reflect the complex web of team politics, strategy, and selflessness that defines this high-speed world. As we've seen, from the team's strategic plays to calculated decisions and even the rain-interrupted chaos at races, Formula One is a stage where individual brilliance often serves a collective purpose. It's a world where teamwork is as critical as raw speed, and where drivers understand the greater goal beyond personal glory. We hope you enjoyed this dive into the sacrifices made to pursue victory and goals. If you want to stay updated with the thrilling world of Formula One and explore more stories of courage, rivalry and strategy, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. And make sure to share this video with F1 fans. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Until then, keep your engines revving.